Humans are unpredictable. The amount of
That
women
shit's
that have
unpredictable.
been like, the amount of women that have been like stabbed or killed.
Even
for
those
being
women in New
catcalled
York
and
that are walking around just
denying
getting
it.
people walk past them and punching them in the
face.
face.
Yeah.
People are sometimes unpredictable.
An event that could be predicted is one that has happened before and is a possibility. So if you know that these things are happening in our society, then that would be a predictable event. So then if you're walking around Hollywood Boulevard, the best thing you could do for yourself is be prepared for something like that to happen.
Being in a committed relationship, it's like, you have to not cheat on me. You can't DM other girls. You can't go like their pictures. Like, I hate that. It's like, why not? Like, if you want to, you want to, and if you don't, you don't. Great, you choose me.
He's going to definitely be married in a couple of years, so
Maybe I change. Who knows?
Oh, definitely not you. But there will be a time when you are faced with having to make a decision that just like this, where you have to choose between what you believe you want versus what you know is good for you.
I genuinely think that people need to get to a place where they have their shit together, where they're happy enough on their own, where they don't necessarily need someone else. And that's usually when you attract the right people. Any time in my life where I've had things I've needed to work on, I haven't like dragged another person into that. I've done it on my own.
I'm a dater, okay, but
we've established that one.
But I'm a lover. I fall in love so quick. Especially if we have similar music tastes. If you watched bisexual porn and you got turned on, there's no way you got turned off. Madison, be honest.
Yeah.
Therapist Mo.
I know, I didn't like Mo anymore.
Maddie's like, what am I?
I'm definitely straight. I would never date a woman.
Welcome to Unattainable. Glad to have you with us and hope you continue to be a part of our family for the foreseeable future. And if so, please hit that subscribe button. I am Mohammed Moai here with our newest guest of today, Maddy and Destiney. How's it going?
Hello, it's going fabulous.
It's going great, other than the rain. It's going really good.
Yeah, I know, it's been pretty fucking cold.
Yeah.
Not really. It's not that bad.
Oh, you're from Australia. I don't want to hear that.
Introduce yourselves, where you're from, what you do, how old you are, so on and so forth.
Des, you go first. Go crazy.
Madison, thank you.
You're welcome.
Destiney, I am currently unemployed, but I'm usually an event coordinator for like a lot of festivals, cannabis companies, fun little life. From Ventura, California, so pretty suburban little beach life.
Your age, babe?
Oh God, I'm 26 in 2 days.
It's fine.
No.
Happy almost birthday.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Aries
Thank you.
baby.
Aries baby.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to celebrate tonight.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's go to Warwick.
Yes. Okay, I'm Maddie. I am 29 from Australia. I have an epoxy resin company where I hand make epoxy resin products, and I have distribution across Australia and the US.
What the fuck is epoxy resin?
It's like a liquid plastic. So I hand make ashtrays, jewelry trays, coasters. And then I have distribution at this franchise called Pigeonhole in Australia. So I have, I think, about 24 locations in Australia and then 7 in the US at the moment. So that's my full-time thing.
Very nice.
This age and stage in life.
And you handmade all
hand
these?
make them all. Yep.
Yourself, or are there people
Myself,
that work with
baby,
you?
I do it all myself.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's what I do full time. And I love it because I have worked in so many other industries. I've worked in the modeling industry, acting, all that sort of stuff. And I just have never really enjoyed the fact that when you work is out of your control. And other jobs I've had where I've had employers, I just like being in control of how much I work and how much money I make. And, you know, the possibility for growth is all up to how much I work, which I love.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So you're here, you're going back to Australia?
In about 2 weeks. I've been in the US for 6 years and going back in a couple of weeks.
For good?
Indefinitely. I change my mind on a regular basis.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Why
We
is
will
that?
never say for good.
Because I'm Australian. Australians travel a lot. So I have traveled ever since I graduated high school. Lived in different countries, different places. And, you know, work-wise, because most of my retail distributors are based in Australia, it makes sense to be over there for a while because shipping costs from the US are just so insane that it makes more sense to be over there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then your guys are not going to be friends anymore.
No way. We're going to have a massive falling out the day before I leave and we're never going to speak again.
I mean,
I'm glad
it's just
you
a
have a plan.
No, I'm kidding.
it's just a matter of time.
Married,
We are.
We're actually in a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, committed.
Speaking of which, what is your relationship status?
Single.
Single.
Yeah, very single, and I fucking love it.
Sounds like you love it way too much.
No, it's not even like I'm single and I can go crazy. It's more so I love being independent. I love being on my own. I love not having to take anyone else into consideration. And I like being able to make choices that work for me and not anyone else, because there is a time in life where a majority of us will be in a committed relationship and you don't have that freedom anymore. So I figure just enjoy my time on my own while I have it. It's such a beautiful time in life, you know?
How old are you again?
29.
29.
I know, babe. I'm getting old. It's okay. I love it.
Yeah, because for a second I was like, okay. I was talking to somebody about this a couple of days ago. I ran into one of my friends at the gym, and she was like, "Oh my God, so good to see you. I'm turning 30 soon." I was like, "Damn, like what's going on?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm just doing my thing." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Are you still single?" She's like, "Yeah," and she was like. I was like, how does that work? Like, what's the thought process behind? It's like I feel like there's so many women that are getting into their 30s or are in their 30s, and they see no reason to be in a relationship.
Well, see, I was in a 5-year relationship up until midway through last year. My first relationship was 4 years. My second was 5 years. So I've always been in long-term relationships. And for me personally, I'm like, I need a solid chunk of time between relationships to come back to my own. I feel like when you're in a relationship, such a big part of you like becomes intertwined with that other person, and you lose a little bit of your identity, especially when you've been with someone for a long time. So I always love taking a chunk of time between relationships to come back to my own, regain my independence, focus on my business, focus on myself. It's not a choice of like, oh, I'm turning 30. Like I want to be single. I want to be in a relationship. It's just, I do me. I enjoy my own time. I enjoy making money. And when the right person comes along, the right person comes along. But until that time, I'm happy doing me. And I think when people become desperate for relationships, they settle for the wrong kind of person. I see a lot of women, not necessarily in Los Angeles, because Los Angeles is kind of like Peter Pan land, but in a lot of smaller places, women reach their 30s and they're like, fuck, I haven't got much time. I have to find someone, settle down. So they compromise on things that they shouldn't necessarily compromise on, whether it's qualities or whatever. And for me, I've almost gotten to this place where I'm like, I'm happy being single for as long as I'm going to be single. If I find someone, great. If I don't, great. And, in the meantime, I'm just going to do me. And when the right person comes along, I'm not desperate for anything. It's just going to come to me.
Yeah, that's very mature of you. That's very mature of you. I think a lot of people, like you said, miss the fact that desperation results in making emotional decisions, and most of the time those emotional decisions tend to become a negative trait as 100%. Opposed to a positive one.
Definitely. And I think as well, I've always grown up wanting to be financially independent in every sense of the word, so that I'm not having to ever rely on someone else, a man or anything, for money, for emotional support, for anything. I can provide all that for myself, and anyone that comes into my life is just an added benefit, but I don't need it. And I think that's like an incredible mindset to be in when going through life, when looking for a relationship, because you're not going to attach to the wrong things, because you don't need it. I'm only going to bring someone into my life that, benefits me or makes my already great life even better. It's not a necessity for me.
So right now when you go out, do you go out a lot? It's here and there?
Here and there. I don't say I go out like
so
crazy.
Where do you meet guys? Or I guess let me rephrase that question. Where do guys meet you?
I don't use dating apps or anything. It's all just like, through meeting mutual friends. Yeah. Maybe like a party here and there, going out.
So when was the last time you got hit on?
Like yesterday.
Where were you?
On a date.
Well, okay, that doesn't count.
Last time I got hit on.
Oh, the bar. We were at the bar.
Which
bar
bar?
in Arizona, and that guy came up to us. The guy with the blue eyes.
Oh,
he was hitting on all of us, but
no, I've been hit on since then. I can't remember.
Well, how did that date come about? How did you guys end up going on a date?
Friends of friends. I introduced them. Friends of friends.
Yeah.
So it was like a blind date essentially.
No, they met at Friendsgiving.
I'd met him before.
Yeah.
Okay. So you met him at a Friendsgiving, and then
I knew they would hit it off, so.
So you invited both of them
to Friendsgiving.
It was a big group of people.
My girlfriend plus one, and then I just knew that they would hit it off. So when we were at the dinner table, they kind of ended up sitting across from each other, and I turned my back.
But honestly, I just love meeting people in general. I don't take dating super seriously. I just love getting to know people. I'm so happy doing me right now. I'm moving back to Australia. I don't know where I'm going to be based. I'm just living my best life.
Yeah, that's all great. But
you're like, get into the nitty gritty, bro. I don't want to hear about your independent life.
I want to know how the date went.
It was great. He was an angel.
What happened? What did you do?
Oh my gosh. We went out to this really beautiful Japanese restaurant in West Hollywood. Mm-hmm. He bought me flowers, very gentlemanly. And then after the date, took me to ice cream, dropped me home, and that was that.
Uh-huh. You guys didn't make out? Nothing?
We shared a little kiss. That was it.
Cool. Great. So what makes you not want to go on a second date with him? And what makes you want to go on a second date with him? Those are two different questions.
What makes me want to go on a second date with him is that he's a really nice person, very kind, very generous, very gentlemanly, really likes me, treats me well. And there's no reason that I don't want to other than the fact that I'm moving to the other side of the world in 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So,
Got it. So, and then once you go to Australia, you're going to probably go on dates there. Are there traits like in guys from your past relationships that you've realized aren't, that you don't want in somebody else?
It's a great question.
Future?
It's a really good question. I'll have to think on that, to be honest. Traits.
While you think on that, why don't we start?
Go to Des while I think.
With your relationship status. Actually, pull that forward towards you a little bit more. Exactly. Much more.
Hello.
Pull it. Don't be scared. Pull it.
Right there?
Yeah. Good thing.
Okay. I would say out of all my friends, I'm probably the most complicated. I don't really believe in conventional dating at my age. I believe in open relationships.
That's great.
So I was in an open relationship for 4.5 years. We broke up about 2 months ago.
Why did you break up?
Just because we kind of like outgrew each other, and I was the one who wanted the open relationship. He didn't. So, I think it, eventually got to him. He's a great guy. Love him. We're still best friends. We talk, but I think that also I became really reliant on him because even though I believe in open relationships, I'm super codependent when it comes to like, I just have really bad anxiety. So like if it's like, oh, I need to go charge my car, I won't go alone. Like if I need to go to the grocery store, I won't go alone. So it's like, I really need to learn to be alone. And he was kind of, encouraging me being codependent. So that's why we broke up.
We're polar opposites.
We are polar opposites. Yeah. You're a relationship girly. I'm not.
No, but I mean, I'm hyper independent.
Yeah, but you're also a relationship girly. Like you do long relationships. That's my longest relationship. Mm-hmm. And every relationship, it's always pretty much been open. Like I'll try it for a year and then I'll be like, it's not for me. I want to break up. And then they'll be like, oh, let's just try your way.
Mm-hmm. And what's the mindset behind wanting to be in an open relationship?
I'm going through this with my therapist right now. I don't know. But what I think it is I just think we're too young. I think that, the point I just think the opportunities are endless. There's so many people out there. And it's like, I'm like Maddie. I love getting to know people. It's not even like a sex thing. It's like, I love getting to know people and meeting people. And, some people fit me in ways that other people can. I just don't think I've ever found that person that's made me want to fully jump in and commit. And I don't know if it's because like they always let me have my way or what it is. Because I was even telling a guy today, I was like, no guy's ever like put me in my place. I'm just so like independent in that sense where I'm like, I do not need a guy. Like I've never felt that I needed a man. So then they kind of like, Maddie was even yesterday. She's like, maybe you need it. Because guys that I talk to always end up wanting relationships and I never want them. And she's like, maybe you need to start telling guys you want a relationship. And maybe
it's the opposite. People want what they can't have. The second you're like, listen, I don't want a relationship, whether it's a guy or a girl, you automatically want that more.
Yeah, every time. I'm like,
when
I
it's
really
too
don't
easy,
want
it's
this.
boring.
Yeah. But I also think I'm a good catch. So
yeah,
that's that.
Why is that?
Me? I don't know. I think I'm really funny. I'm a really good person. I have a really good heart. I'll do whatever, I can for people. That's why I have like really good, genuine friends. And I think that, who you surround yourself with is usually who you are. And like, I think my friends show, a lot for who I am.
Yeah, it's a testament to you.
Yeah, it is. And I think that you know, when it comes to like making money and like everything, I'm pretty independent as well. I don't want to rely on a guy either. You know, I'm taking a little break in life right now, but I'm also the oldest daughter of 5. So it's like I've always had to be hyper independent. So now I'm kind of like, I just want to chill for a little bit, take my break, but I think I want to get back into working because I'm getting really anxious. So I don't know. I think I have a lot of good values, to be honest.
That's good.
Yeah.
So when did you start becoming codependent where you have anxiety when you go out to these places and you can't
I had a really bad experience with an ex. I don't want to like dive too deep into it, but pretty much like I was in San Francisco for my 18th birthday, and I was getting catcalled really bad, and I was like pretty used to that at that point. But like pretty much like the guys came and they jumped my ex, and they were like threatening things with me, and after that I just don't trust like being out in public by myself. So I get really, really, really bad anxiety. Like even if you ask Maddie, like she has to literally walk down every time I go to her house and get me at valet, even though valet is protected. I just can't do it. So I'm genuinely trying to work on it with like therapy, but I'm just really afraid of people, the outside world. Humans are unpredictable. You're a guy, it's a little different.
Humans are unpredictable.
Yeah.
They're actually the most predictable creatures on the planet.
Sometimes. It depends on
All
the
the
person.
time.
If you walked around the streets of Hollywood at nighttime, as a woman,
The amount of
that
women
shit's
that have
unpredictable.
been like, the amount of women that have been like stabbed or killed.
even
for
those
being
women in New
catcalled
York
and
that are walking around just
denying
getting
it.
people walk past them and punching them in the
face.
face.
Yeah.
People are sometimes unpredictable.
No, it's because people don't pay attention.
Oh, that's not true.
It is very true.
You think
so?
when drugs and
100%.
alcohol come in the mix and someone is just unpredictable on that level, where they're not like a coherent, you know, sort of regular functioning sober human?
But wouldn't that be a predictable event taking place, considering that you know that that's a possibility?
I don't know. I mean, all I'm saying is like I used to walk my dog around the streets of Hollywood, and I literally would have to dress like a dude just to take my dog down to pee, because I just never knew what was going to happen. At any point, someone could just be chill sitting there, and then the next minute they're up trying to like fight, you know?
Not only that, but like genuinely as a guy, like from your perspective, what are you supposed to do if like a girl just got killed the other day, stabbed because she was walking down the street with one of her friends and a guy catcalled them and she, you know, denied them and he came and stabbed her and killed her. So like, you know, that's unpredictable because she wasn't asking for it. She didn't go and say, hey, you know, I'm interested in you. She was just walking and she was getting catcalled and denied it. So
I think we have different definitions of predictable or unpredictable. Yeah, an event that could be predicted is one that has happened before and is a possibility. So if you know that these things are happening in our society, then that would be a predictable event. So then if you're walking around Hollywood Boulevard, the best thing you could do for yourself is be prepared for something like that.
Well, you know,
to happen.
I agree in the sense that now that I've lived in Hollywood for a while and I've experienced it, I know what to expect, which is why I prepare myself when I have to go outside alone at night. But coming from Australia originally, and where I'm from is a very safe community, I can walk around at nighttime any time of night and feel completely safe. The streets feel completely safe. When I first moved to Los Angeles in my early 20s, it was unpredictable people's behaviors to me because you don't get those kinds of characters in Australia. You know what I mean? So now I get it. I'm like, yeah, I've gotten used to it. I've adapted to it. So, you know, most people's behaviors are pretty predictable. But coming from a completely different country where you don't have that same kind of melting pot of people and there's not the same level of like homelessness and addiction and all that sort of stuff because the government sort of cares for their people a little bit more. You know, it was unpredictable at first. Now I'm used to it.
Yeah, because you lacked awareness.
Because I haven't had to be that aware before.
Yeah, didn't have the experience.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
But it all comes down to lacking awareness. And I know that has a negative connotation, but the reality of it is that's what the truth is.
Yeah. I mean, I've always been like a very self-aware person because I've lived in a lot of different countries. But there are unexpected things that happen here that don't necessarily happen in Australia.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. But again, if you're not aware that these are possibilities, then things could be unpredictable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if you went, do you have a good relationship with your mother? Mm-hmm. Great relationship with your mother.
Great, yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Imagine if you went home, went back to Australia, and then she took a knife and like tried to stab you.
Unpredictable, bro.
Very unpredictable, right?
Yeah.
You would be like, oh, I would
What
never
the
see
fuck?
that. Like, that's like insane. Why would that happen? But then walking around Hollywood Boulevard, for something like that to happen is not that strange, considering very many people have gone through it.
If you think about it, as an Australian, we view like Hollywood Boulevard as like the Walk of Fame.
Sure.
It's very glamorized.
Yeah, of course.
It's not until you're here that you're like, oh, like I even tell people that visit, I'm like, don't go to the fucking Walk of Fame. It's shit. And they're like, what do you mean? Like, if you've just been presented it from like a media point of view, you would have no fucking clue.
Yeah, yeah. From a foreigner's perspective, it would be unpredictable for you.
Yeah.
But
I'm saying in general. I'm not saying Hollywood Boulevard. I know not to walk around Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general. Like, you don't always think, hey, I'm just, walking. I'm in the mall. Like, some guy's just going to approach me and stab me. Like, that. I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying Hollywood Boulevard. Obviously, I'm not going to fucking walk around Hollywood Boulevard. That's scary. You do. But you're a little crazier than I am. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, so I don't know how we got to this, to the unpredictability of the... So your case of trauma. So now you're working on and trying to get back to your normal.
Yeah, to being, I want to be okay doing things on my own. I hate having to be like, bug my sister, bug Maddie. Hey, come with me here, please. So,
do you think that also could have something to do with why you're trying to be in open relationships?
What do you mean?
Because of what happened to your boyfriend at the time?
No, even then I was like open.
Oh, you were open from that. So when was this whole open relationship idea come about?
I think it was after my first boyfriend. But even when I was with my first boyfriend, I was like...
What happened with your first boyfriend?
Nothing. We had a good relationship. We were 16. We just broke up. Nothing bad happened. But even with him, I was like, there's so many other people out there. Like, am I settling? I've always felt like that. Am I settling? And I think that's my biggest fear. But then, now that I'm getting older, I'm like, wow, I'm going to wake up one day and be like, I had all these great guys and I thought I was settling and now I have like nobody. So that's a scary thought. Even Maddie was telling me, I'm talking to like a pretty good guy right now. And she was like, you could potentially lose him because you don't want this and he wants that. And that's a scary thought. I think I'm just like really scared of like the unknown. And I think that being in a relationship, it's like, what could I be missing out on out there?
Are your parents still married?
My dad passed away, my real dad. But my mom and him had me when I was 16. And they were like young, so they had like a really toxic relationship, and they, broke up when I was, I think, 4. And then my mom moved us to California. My dad stayed in Colorado. So I had a good relationship with both of them. My mom remarried when I was 15, but she's been with him since I was 10. And then my dad was with my stepmom since my mom left. So they were both in really long relationships. So I don't think it's really not much to do with my parents, but I did see them cheat on each other when I was younger, when I was like 3. A lot of parents are like, you don't remember stuff when you're 3? No, you absolutely do. I remember a few things. Maybe that's where it's from. But yeah, other than that, they both had really good, healthy relationships. So I think it's...
a lot of our view of the world starts to shape sub 7.
Yeah.
So your experiences during that time could have had a massive impact on why you see the world the way you do.
Yeah.
I support open relationships. I think that's the only type of relationship that is going to probably last, if any.
I agree. Well, here's the thing too, and a lot of people didn't understand this. At the end of the day, when I was in a relationship, I'm being chosen every single day. I'm saying you could have anybody, you could go date anybody, you could go hook up with anybody, but he still chose me every single day. Yes, sometimes we would go our separate ways. I lived in Miami for 3 months, and I was like, have fun, do your thing. But still every day he woke up being like, I love you, you're the most beautiful girl ever, like I want to be with you. So that's what felt nice. Like being in a committed relationship, it's like you have to not cheat on me, you can't DM other girls, you can't go like their pictures. Like I hate that. It's like, why not? Like if you want to, you want to, and if you don't, you don't. Great, you choose me. That's how I see it. I'm chosen every day, and I love that.
You're chosen every day. So you want to be chosen every day by multiple people.
Isn't that the goal?
It is your goal, it seems.
I guess, yeah.
And again, there's nothing wrong with it.
No. I mean, here's the thing, though. I'm also a hopeless romantic, so I think that my mindset is, like, super contradicting. I love love. I just don't know if I love monogamy for me. I think maybe eventually, but I also think like humans, we're not monogamous. People want to sit here every day and say that we are. We're not. You're telling your husband not to cheat on you. You're telling your boyfriend not to cheat on you. You're begging them not to like girls' Instagram posts. You're begging them to block certain girls. Like, that's crazy to me. I would never want to beg anybody to do anything like that.
So so when you're in an open relationship,
yeah,
the guys that you've been dating so far, none of them have been wanting to be in an open relationship, correct?
No.
Okay.
I don't attract them for some reason.
Interesting. So the guys, okay, so you are in an open relationship with these guys that don't want to be in an open relationship, and then you start seeing other people. So are you dating these other people while you're in this relationship, or are you just having sexual relationships with them?
I've never had a one night stand. I can't do it. I'm demisexual. I have to have like a mental connection. So yeah, it's more.
So you are
more
dating these people.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But
and
it's not like serious.
They're right. So they're aware
aware
that you're in a relationship.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to lie to anybody.
And obviously, sure.
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't be that shocking. But so
I'm like honest to a fault. Like, people hate it. Yeah.
So then you're in a relationship. So you tell these guys, hey, I'm also in a relationship, committed relationship, I suppose. And then their response is what? Oh, that's totally cool. No,
in the beginning,
it's
it's totally cool. And then we talk a little bit longer. We eventually maybe hook up or kiss or something. And then it's like, I just want you to myself. I don't want you in a relationship.
Right.
I want you to break up with your boyfriend. This isn't going to work for me.
And then
I'm like, you're dramatic.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, like, my boyfriend at the time was the best. Genuinely. Like, Maddie and, you know, her family, he was with us in Australia. They obsessed with him.
Everyone loves him.
Yeah. He's a great guy. He really is. And I hope one day I could give that to him, and that was affecting me too, because I genuinely loved him.
This is the
so
guy
much.
you broke up with him.
We broke up. It was mutual.
Oh, sure. So, yeah, when people say that, it's just like, it doesn't make a difference. So he's a great guy. You think you're hoping one day you'll get back together.
I don't know. I think that it could be a possibility, but I also do genuinely believe that, you know, with how good of a person is, I want him with like whoever he's meant to be with, and like if they treat him better than I do, and then that's great. Obviously it's gonna hurt me. He's my best friend, genuinely my best friend. Like, I've never been closer with somebody. Like, I love him with all my heart, but like, I just knew I couldn't.
Is he still in love with you?
Yeah, of course. We were together 4.5 years.
Are you still in love with him? So why'd you guys break up? You're not in love with him, but he's in love with you.
I think I am.
That never works.
I don't know.
You know, that's unfortunate, but that never works.
I think
I think when you guys were together, you were both in love with each other.
Yeah.
100%.
And I think that we still have a lot of love for each other. We're just confused.
We are confused, or you are confused?
I think he's confused. What would you say?
I think he's young, and I think it's
young.
hard
He's also
to
younger
tie
than me.
down a young
He's
guy.
3 years younger than me. He's 3 years younger than me.
I think
he has a lot
3
to
years,
work on.
you said?
3, yeah.
So he's 23. You're 26.
No, 25, 26 in 2 days. Cut me a break.
Yeah,
Jesus
chill.
So but I'm confused. You said he doesn't want to be in an open relationship, but you're saying that he's young and he's.
I think that he needs to experience life personally, and I think that he also realized that it's just not for him. Like,
can we call him right now?
And say what?
I just want to ask him questions.
Caleb wouldn't care, would he?
No,
call him.
Wait, should I?
I love him.
Oh my god. I'm scared. What are you gonna ask?
I've done nothing that I didn't ask you.
Okay, hold on.
Just tell him, introduce me and say,
hey,
you're on the
where are
podcast.
You?
At my house.
Oh,
Hey, Caleb, I'm here too. It's Maddie.
What?
Maddie's here.
Just tell him what's going on and then give him the phone.
Okay, so me and Maddie are on a podcast right now, okay?
Oh, y'all are on the podcast right now?
No.
He wants to ask you some questions.
Everyone can hear me?
No, there's only 3 of us. It's
There's
me,
only
Des,
3
and the
of us.
podcast.
But
host.
like the guy wanted to ask you a question. His name's Mo.
Alright, run it, Mo.
Let me pass you the phone.
What's his name?
Caleb.
Caleb. Hey, how's it going, Caleb?
What's good?
Nice to meet you. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, and you could answer honestly. Des has been answering honestly all these questions. So I'm just curious to get your point of view, and then we'll take it from there. So from what I understand, what's that?
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so from what I understand, you and Des recently broke up a couple months ago. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And you guys were in an open relationship, which you did not want particularly.
That's a very complicated situation that I could dive way deep into, but I'm drinking a beer and watching music videos in my room, and I wasn't expecting this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could deep dive into it.
Just say yes or no.
Yeah, no, go for it. Why don't you tell us your perspective?
I didn't sign up for that. What the fuck? I didn't sign up to go through everything.
No. You don't have to go through everything.
You're good.
The main question is, from your point of view, why did you guys break up?
That is something that I don't want to talk about on a public platform like a podcast, because I just don't feel comfortable airing out my reasoning for breaking up.
Okay.
I think it's unfair.
What do you think is unfair?
If I aired out our dirty laundry.
Oh, got it. Well, I mean, half of it is already out, so I suppose the point is to kind of get your perspective. But my main question is, like, do you want to be in this relationship, or you don't want to be in this relationship?
Dude, this is okay. I'm sorry. I'm usually like an open book, but these questions are kind of way too serious, especially talking with some, like, no offense to you, Mo. I bet you're a good guy.
Yeah. But
I don't feel comfortable just airing everything out like that. I mean, it's still a sensitive subject in my life.
Understood.
I assume Destiny's, and I'm sorry, but
got it.
I do want to open up, but I feel like if I get started, I'm not gonna stop, and I just don't want to be rash and say something that, like, I'm gonna regret later.
Well, that's very mature of you. I really appreciate that honesty.
Yeah, of course. I'm trying to, like, pick and choose what I should say, but I genuinely don't know. Let's go back. Okay, how about this? I'm comfortable talking about the first thing. So let's go back to the open relationship, okay?
Go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, it got introduced to me like, when we started dating, I was pretty young. I was 18. She was 21. Those are two, like, really important ages, and they also have completely different, like, upsides to being those ages. And it was one of my, like, first real relationships. And I've had problems, like, cheating in the past. She did too. And then we both were like, well, why to lie to each other? Like, people think each other is hot, and, like, also we are young, so we don't want to just have the same, like, sexual partner for the rest of our lives. So it did make a lot of sense, but I had to drop my jealousy part of my personality. Now I'm, like, the complete opposite of jealous, like, at all times. It's pretty crazy how, like, my brain got, like, I rewired my brain so I don't, like, have those feelings. But I mean, I'm a lover. I mean, like, when I love someone, I don't want to share, and I don't want to fuck other people. And also, I'm not even that sexual. Like, when I go out to the bar with friends, my guys are always chasing girls. I'm just like, I'm never chasing anyone. And sometimes, since it's so easy for a female, no offense, but it is a lot easier for a female to get laid and to hook up with someone, that I feel like it was easier for her than it is for me, because I don't go and chase, and for her it just kind of comes. So there's a bunch of, like, different parts of that situation.
Got it.
Good response. That's a really good response.
Yeah, I think everything you said makes sense, and really appreciate you being honest and open as much as you possibly can.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna.
Any other questions?
No more questions.
Well, yeah. I mean, you already mentioned you didn't want to answer some of those questions, so I don't want to make you too uncomfortable. But
no, I definitely, like, okay. So first of all, this just caught me way the fuck off guard.
Oh, of course.
Second of all, I am very comfortable talking about things. Just our relationship, why it ended. I don't think that should be aired out on a public platform on either of our sides. No offense.
I didn't air it out fully. I said it was mutual.
Yeah, no, she didn't say much. That's why I wanted to get you on the phone to see if you had something specific to say. But she hadn't really. I don't really have like a clear explanation of what had actually happened. So, but the gist of it was that you didn't want to be in an open relationship, and like she did, and
we outgrew each other.
Yeah, that's basically what she said.
All I'm gonna say is that that's not the root of why we broke up.
Not the root.
I figured. Yeah, I figured. That's why I wanted to have a conversation with you, because I was like, there's something going on that I'm not understanding here. But again, I appreciate you saying that. But from what you said, I'm assuming in the future you would not want to be in an open relationship with anyone.
No, not really. It's kind of fun in the moment, but even though that I'm pretty young, I guess. I mean, 23, I guess, is young. But, I mean, my dad instincts are coming in.
Oh,
I want to fucking marry. I want a beautiful wedding.
I love him.
I don't want to be fucking gross-ass girls in a fucking bar or at a fucking festival. I want to put a ring on someone's finger, and I want mini-me's. And I want to fucking buy a house. Like, I have those priorities. My priority is not getting pussy. I don't give a fuck about that. It's the last of on my fucking list right now.
Well, if it's any consolation, if you want, if you want it, I could put your Instagram handle in the description, because you'll probably get hit up by a bunch of women who want the same thing.
Yeah, I assume. Dude, okay, first of all, you guys have to like send a text as a warning, because I'm here in my sweats, beer in hand, title fight playing on the fucking TV. Like, I was not expecting this, like, whatsoever. So I'm sorry. I would usually be a lot more.
You were great, Caleb.
You were so good, Caleb.
You did fantastic. I appreciate it. Okay, have a great rest of the night, okay?
I will.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Poor Caleb.
He's a good guy.
He's great.
Yeah, he's gonna definitely be married in a couple of years. So
maybe I change. Who knows?
Oh, definitely not you. But
he's in love with me. What do you mean?
I think there's a line that once you pass it, regardless of being in love with someone.
Yeah, I know it gets too much. I mean, I'm hopefully figuring my shit out. If not Caleb, I'll be in love with somebody. I think everything that's meant to be will be, genuinely. You don't think that?
I think that's a bullshit tagline for people to make themselves feel better for the things that they didn't do, so they don't regret it.
Really?
Absolutely.
I don't know. I don't think that. I don't think, like, when it comes to that, I just think, like, I believe in soulmates, and, like, if you're meant to be, it'll be. Maybe not right now, but maybe later. And I don't think it has to do with, like, action.
Have you noticed the only people that say those words are the people that let go of the things that are good for them?
No. I've seen it with other people. You say it all the time.
I say it sometimes, but then I also look at people where shit has not worked out for them and they're just miserable. And I'm like, damn, does shit always work out? Because it doesn't for everyone.
Yeah. The reality of it is you will, there will be a time when you're faced with having to make a decision that just like this.
Yeah.
Where you have to choose between what you believe you want versus what you know is good for you.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing too, though, and you agreed with this. Neither of me or him are in the position to, like, give each other everything.
No, I think you both need to work on yourselves before there would be a chance for you guys to come back together.
Obviously, like, I would love to. I just can't work on myself with somebody because, like I said, I'm codependent, and he's not even like the breakup was mutual. But it was because, like, a few things that I didn't agree with that he was, like, wanting to do with his life in the moment, and a few things that I was doing that he didn't agree with. That's, like, the best way to say it, I would say, right? So he needed to grow up on his own in a sense, and I need to grow up on my own in a sense. So it's like we couldn't do that together.
But it's like I was saying before in regards to me being so happy single. I genuinely think that people need to get to a place where they have their shit together, where they're happy enough on their own, where they don't necessarily need someone else. And that's usually when you attract the right people. Any time in my life where I've had things I've needed to work on, I haven't like dragged another person into that. I've done it on my own.
And that's a good way to think about it. We started dating young though, 18 and 21. Like my life's so different. His life's so different.
Yeah. I do think there's a big difference between being aware that you're not ready for something and then going and looking for it or going and looking for a relationship versus something like this where you are already in one and then middle of your relationship you start to realize that you still have some work to do on yourself.
No, we realized that in the beginning though. Both of us didn't want to be in a relationship in the beginning. Yeah. I mean
you're 18 years old, or he was 18 years old.
Yeah, but I was 21. Like you get stuck into it and you're like, oh my God, I love love. Like I want to be with this person. So neither of us were ready. Like since I was younger, I knew I didn't want to be in a committed relationship until like maybe like 27, 28. Only because my mom had me young. My aunt had her kids young. They all said, live your life. Like, you know, go explore, go do things. And if I look back at that first relationship that I had when I was 16, and if I stayed with him my whole life, like up until right now, I would have missed out on so many different things. So I think that's the biggest thing too. Is like, I didn't want to miss out on things. And that's why my my way to go about that relationship was like, let's be open. Only because I know me too. If I'm in a committed relationship, I get jealous. I get a little crazy. I'm like, I want to hang out with you 24/7. I don't want to go hang out with my friends. So it's like, it was like a good way for me to like draw a little line to still do my own thing and have him do his own thing and experience life. Because we were so young. I don't want to look back at and be like, oh my God, from 21 to 26, I did nothing. I was only with my boyfriend. I have so many friends that did that and they regret it.
So it sounds like this is a coping mechanism to make yourself feel better just in case somebody wanted to be with somebody else.
No, because it's not even about being with anybody. I don't even care to hook up. Like, it's not about that. It's genuinely just if something happens, it happens, and I want to experience life. Like, even like me going to Miami for 3 months.
I'm talking about your partner.
What do you mean?
You said you're a very jealous person.
Yeah, I can be. He can be too. My ex, yeah.
Well, we're not talking about your ex, just in general.
Yeah, I can be.
So this sounds like a coping mechanism. You wanting to be in open relationships.
Maybe. Are you my therapist now?
Maybe I'm actually, well, it's actually interesting because I've had multiple conversations with multiple people who said their therapist couldn't give them what they needed, but I did. But then again, this is what I do for a living.
We should be paying you to be here.
I mean, it is what I do for a living, but that's besides the point. So, how long have you guys been friends?
Oh my God, so
we met semi-recently. Yeah. What was it, August last year?
We just hit it off like that, yeah. How many months is that?
August to now.
Your birthday. Is it your half birthday?
Yeah, almost. Yeah, a little like 7-8 months.
Right. So throughout, is it like you've hung out a lot?
Oh my God, like every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally like every day.
Has her point of view changed? I'm assuming you want to be in a monogamous relationship.
Yeah, I couldn't be in an open relationship.
And why is that?
I'm just a monogamous person. I don't want to share who I'm with someone else. I'm happy being on my own, but if I'm with someone that is still wanting to explore other people, then I want them to be single and go explore other people. I don't want to be in a relationship with them. Mm-hmm. I have nothing against open relationships. Obviously, I've never judged Dessa's open relationship. I've never even said to her, I don't think this is a good idea, because different strokes for different folks. Something different works for everyone. It just doesn't work for me. I'm a long-term relationship girl. I don't fuck around. Maybe I'm too normal. I don't know.
No, but here's the thing. Like, you're one of my only friends. I have a few friends where I agree with it. Because some of my friends look down on it. There were some of my friends that would be like, oh my God, like, how dare you? But then it's like, I knew their boyfriends were cheating on them. So it's like, okay.
I've never
But Maddie's
judged.
always made sense because Maddie genuinely was like, I'm working on myself, and she has her shit together, and it's not like I need to be in a relationship and I need to be with this person and I'm gonna be jealous and he can only talk to me. That's what I don't agree with. Like, go work on yourself. Go be alone. Or be in an open relationship. Yeah. That's it. One or the other. But don't be like forcing somebody to be in love with you the way that you are, because then you're just gonna end up hurt.
Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, my parents got divorced when I was quite young, and thankfully they stayed best friends and are still best friends to this day. But I think if I do have kids, I would want to raise my kids together with my partner. And I know a lot of that's out of my control because divorce is a 50-50 chance. But I kind of want to optimize, us staying together and the chances we have of staying together. And that's why I'm willing to wait for like the right person that ticks all the boxes and not compromise just because I'm like, fuck, I got to rush into this. I'm almost 30. I don't have much time left. Like, no, fuck that. I'm willing to just do my own thing until someone does or doesn't come along that ticks all my boxes. And if that doesn't come along, it's fine. I don't really care. Maybe that's a bad thing, but don't know.
Well, I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing. I mean, people could be alone for the rest of their life and they'll be fine. Because
yeah, but I don't think I will be. I think I'm okay.
Probably. Yeah. I mean,
I'll be okay.
You're attractive. You got your shit figured out. You seem to have a good head on your shoulders. So
yeah, I'm not stressed.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I think so.
Worst comes to worst, we'll get married. Of course.
We're each other's backup option.
We are.
In case all else fails, we'll
In case
just get
all else
married.
fails.
Exactly. Yeah.
Are you guys bisexual?
I am.
You're
But
bisexual.
I don't know if I would date a girl. So I don't know if I'm fully bisexual.
But you would have sex with a girl.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're straight.
I'm straight.
Fully straight. You would never try anything with a woman.
I don't think so. No. Vaginas don't really do it for me, to be honest.
But do vaginas turn you off? Or is it that just like they don't turn you on?
They just don't turn me on.
Have you ever watched like bisexual like sex like on Pornhub or no?
Yeah.
Did it turn you on?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm very straight.
I don't know.
I've kissed you.
I
wow,
know,
maybe
but-
I am bi now.
Maybe.
But no, the question is, does it turn you off? That's the main question.
Yeah, I think it does.
If you watched bisexual porn and you got turned on, there's no way you got turned off. Madison, be honest.
Yeah.
Therapist Mo.
I know. I don't like Mo anymore.
Maddie's like, what am I?
No, I'm definitely straight. I would never date a woman.
That's funny. Did you end up finding an answer for that question earlier?
Oh, anything I'd look for in a new partner that my older partners didn't provide for me. This isn't a dig on any of them, but I think just someone who's in like the same financial position as I'm in, because I've always been sort of more financially stable than my partners, which is totally fine because everyone's at different stages in my life, in their life. But yeah, probably that. I mean, both of the people I've been with were good people, and I wouldn't have been with them for as long as I was if they weren't.
You've only been with 2 people.
I've only had 2 boyfriends, 4 years and 5 years. So yeah.
How many dates have you gone on?
Oh, a lot.
A lot of dates.
Yeah,
with
but
just
it's not
2
like I do
relationships.
anything. I just, I've been on a lot of dates in my days, in my lifetime. I couldn't count.
No, I'm not asking you to.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just wondering if you've been on a
Yeah.
lot of dates
Yeah, I
versus
date.
just the 2 relationships.
Yeah, no. It's not like but relationship wise, I don't enter into a relationship, willy nilly.
So then when you go on these dates, these guys are paying for.
Well, it
the
depends. Sometimes
dinners
I'll
and-
pay. Sometimes we'll split. Sometimes they'll pay. It depends.
Sometimes okay. What was this date was like that you paid on?
It was where I asked them on a second date.
Okay, let's go back to the first date.
If they ask me on the date, they usually pay. But I have been in situations in the past where it's been 50-50 or I've paid.
Right.
But
So-
I'd say more recently, the guys have paid.
Right. So this particular experience that you had, you went on a date with this guy, and then you asked him on a second date, and you ended up paying for that date.
Yeah.
Why did you ask him on the second date?
Because I thought I liked them and I wanted to get to know them a little better.
And then so you hit him up right after, or like how
Not
long?
right after, we were kind of messaging back and forth, and
Uh-huh.
then we organized a second date, and then that was the last date.
Why is that?
I don't know, just some things that he said our values didn't align, and I was over it, so I paid, and that was it.
Do you want to say what he said, or? I mean, we don't know who it is, so it doesn't
I think
really.
it's fine to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm scared he's going to watch this.
But
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
even if he
but-
does, nobody would know who he
No,
is.
no.
But the reason why I'm asking, I think sometimes people need to understand why these questions are being asked. The main reason for the question is for people to get. Okay, I'll just explain like how I am.
Okay.
I've spent a lot of my time trying to find predictability in the world. And this is why I said that
talking about
people are
predictable.
The only way to do that is to understand. And the only way to understand is to ask questions. People tend to assume a lot.
Yeah.
And once you start assuming, then you could be wrong a lot of the times, more often than not. And so because most of the time the real answers are a lot simpler than people actually think.
Okay, I'll delve into it then.
Go ahead.
I think that he was very full of himself, and I felt like the whole second date, I don't think he asked me a single question. And I can keep a conversation going with pretty much anyone, but I think by the end of the second date, I knew his whole life story and he barely knew anything about me. And there was something about him where I felt like I can't make a blanket statement because I don't know what his life has been like, but I felt like he hadn't really been through many struggles. He didn't really have any insecurities. There wasn't a hell of a lot of depth there. And I don't ever want to say a person doesn't have depth, but it just two different people. And I didn't like how he spoke about himself and how much he spoke about himself. I think there's a good back and forth in any conversation, you know. It's all give and take, get to know each other. I don't think he knew anything about me by the second date.
I mean, that's a good reason. Do you think that had you had a conversation and said those exact things to him, that he would have come back and said, oh, wow, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm going to fix this versus...
Yeah, but I'm also like, this is the kind of person you are. And I also found out from other people afterwards who happened to have gone on a date with the same person that that's just the sort of person he is. I'm not trying to change anyone or fix anyone or tell someone how to act around me. You know, I'm not here to train someone like that. I called him out on a few things, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, you haven't asked me a single question about myself. Because if he wanted to ask me a question about me, he would have, and he didn't. So that's enough for me.
I get what you're saying. And I think in this particular situation, you're probably correct. However, I do think people, as we are, we're all flawed.
Oh, yeah.
And therefore, every single person could grow and become a better version of themselves.
100%. And communication is key. And Des knows that I'm honest to a fault sometimes, and I will give people critical feedback. But if I don't think it's worth it, I'm not going to waste my breath. And it wasn't worth it.
Yeah,
no way. He wasn't worth it. No. If it's someone that I'm like, oh, I can see myself genuinely creating a great connection with this person, there's a few things that I'll be like, hey, you know, maybe think of X, Y, and Z. Then sure, 100%. But you have to pick and choose your battles. I'm not going to waste my breath on someone that I'm like, I don't really give a fuck, you know?
Sure.
But no, I have no issues communicating how I feel about people. And people come to me for honest opinions because I always give it to them.
You said something about somebody not having insecurities. And it sounded like you meant that equates to not having depth.
I don't want to attribute the two, but it was one of those things where there's a difference between confidence, but having never had insecurities and the way that he spoke about himself. I mean, you know the situation.
My thing is, she says that he has no insecurities. I think he was so insecure that he was trying to upplay himself to reach Maddie's level. Because in my opinion, I mean, she's my best friend, but I do think she's great. Like, it's not biased. I do think the world of you. So I think that he knew he wasn't to her level, and he was trying so hard to be like, I have no, because Maddie was telling him her insecurities, and he's like, oh, I can't relate, or oh, you have like I don't know, just like some things that he was saying was very.
So his responses were not mature.
No, he seemed very immature, but also he seemed super unrealistic with some of the things that he wanted her to answer, and she didn't answer it the way he wanted her to, because she's honest. You know, and some of the things that he wanted, it was like, how dare you like look at me and say this, but you're being hypocritical.
How long ago was this?
Oh God, a couple of months ago.
Were you on this date?
No, I just know everything.
Yes, she was sitting at the table next to me.
Yeah.
She had an earpiece.
The way you're describing it as if you were there.
No, I know everything.
Yeah.
Me and Maddie debrief everything.
But it's not just that. It's the fact that you remember the way that you
oh my gosh, because I care.
Des is an open book and she will tell all her secrets. I'm probably the worst podcast guest to have because I like to keep people very confidential.
See, but
you have to work fucking hard to get information out of me.
I wish I could
You
be
really
like that.
do. I'm a box of fucking secrets.
I mean, you've been doing pretty well so far.
Thank you. I
have been
appreciate
doing
you.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. The most, it's 2 relationships, so I guess just, okay, so I'll rephrase the question this way. The most toxic experience you've had?
In a relationship?
Dating, relationship, because you've only been 2, so.
The most toxic experience.
It could be either
cheating.
coming from you or, okay.
On their behalf, yeah,
Sure.
cheating.
How did you find out?
This was my first relationship and he's actually married to her now. So it worked out for the best.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. Good on him, honestly. But yeah, I found out, he kind of just disclosed it to me and then we broke up and now he's married to her.
He told you?
Yeah, he broke
so
up
you didn't
with me.
find out?
Then,
Okay.
Yeah, then he told me.
You guys broke up and then he told you afterwards?
Yeah.
Were you pressing him on telling you why you guys broke up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, but honestly, it worked out for the best. He found his person, which is
Right.
amazing.
Well,
I
I
mean, he
suppose
didn't go
at that
about it
point,
the right
yeah.
way,
Right.
but he found his person. Obviously more compatible with him than I was. So
Right.
good on him, Hooray.
Was it the situation that he met this person and then
They were working
felt
together,
things?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he just realized that the relationship that he was in wasn't really giving him the things that he wanted.
Yeah, I guess so. He didn't, I mean, he didn't necessarily go about it in the best way, but we were young at the time and it's life and things happen.
Well,
Shit
sometimes
happens.
people are afraid,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think a lot of times people tend to react as opposed to think about how their actions are going to affect other people around them or even themselves.
Yeah.
So, and most of the time we're not experienced with the things that might be happening or could be happening. And so if you're being reactive, then you'll 9 out of 10 times will make mistakes.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, other than those 2 relationships, dating has never really gotten super far for me because the 2 relationships I have had, I kind of knew right off the bat, like, wow, I want to date this person. And it's kind of gone from there. I'm one of those people that I genuinely feel when you know. And it's only happened a couple of times and therefore I've only had a couple of boyfriends. So.
You're really good with dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're good at keeping it.
And knowing right away.
Yeah.
And not wasting time.
Yeah.
That's good. That's great. Most toxic experience.
I don't genuinely, the guys I date aren't really toxic.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
I feel like I can kind of pick a fuckboy from a mile away.
Yeah, dating fuckboy.
You kind of know right away.
No, because we didn't know with that one.
Which one?
The work one.
Yeah, okay.
We didn't know.
Yeah.
That was like the only fuckboy encounter I would say I had.
Yeah.
But it wasn't toxic.
No.
What is this fuckboy story?
Here's the thing. I'm a dater, okay? But
Well, we've established that one.
But I'm a lover. I fall in love so quick.
Uh-huh.
Especially if we have similar music taste. I don't know why.
So you
It's
fell
a love language for me.
So you fell in love with somebody that you were working with while you were in a relationship?
No.
Okay, no.
No, I wouldn't say I was in love with him, no. I just like I would say like I had strong feelings for him for a little bit, but no.
You were infatuated by him.
Yeah, I would say that. We were friends. I don't know. I don't want to even close it. It's just weird.
Yeah.
No. I don't really have fuckboys, I would say. No. I don't really
You don't have fuckboys.
I don't have fuckboys in my life. No. I have
Got
really nice people in my life. I think that I attract really nice people because I genuinely am a good person, but I just would say I don't know what I want right now. I think that's the best way to say it. I think I know what I want, but I don't.
So it's fair to say that that's the most toxic trait you have.
Me, yeah, indecisiveness for
so
sure.
So then the most toxic experience would be you.
Probably.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I was kind of thinking. I was thinking that. I was thinking that. No, yeah. I would say the guys in my life are genuinely really good people. I would say I'm probably the most toxic, but it's because I think I want something and then I kind of get scared because of the future and the unknowingness. So then I kind of back away, and it's not fair to people.
You're afraid of commitment.
Yeah, I would say I for sure have commitment issues. Yeah. But I try to be honest the whole time. But I think that even though I'm honest, Maddie would say, since I am a lover too, it's like I'm kind of feeding a dream, but then I'm honest, so then it's kind of confusing.
Confuses guys.
Confuses guys for sure. So then guys are like, should I be in love with you, or should I like back away? What should I do? And then I'm like, I don't even know what to tell you because I still love you and I love you, but like I don't want it. So yeah, I would say my most toxic trait is me being indecisive. Am I a fuckboy?
Yes.
What is your most toxic trait?
Oh my gosh. I get a dog with every guy I date.
Oh, that's not your most toxic trait.
I don't think I have any in relationships. What do I have? You tell me.
Des
What's my biggest
clearly
toxic trait?
has some ideas.
Please tell me, because I'm like, I can't think of one. Toxic trait, I would say, like, my love language is acts of service. So sometimes when I'm in a relationship and when I love someone, I can tend to do too much for them to the point where it kind of turns into me like being their mom. Is that a toxic trait?
Yes, and that's mine too. I forgot about that one. We're both moms.
Is that a toxic trait?
It could be.
It is, because
but I don't. But the problem is, I don't think that's what she was thinking about.
Oh yeah, what were you thinking about? Please tell me my toxic trait.
No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
I think that you sometimes let people walk all over you when you're in love.
So she's passive.
She can be when she's in love.
Sure.
When I'm in love, when I'm not in love.
She acts like she's not, but you are. You can be. You act like you're not. You're like, I don't care. I'm Madison Goodhue. Nothing bothers me. Everything's great. Everything's amazing. But then you're like, how dare you? And it's like, as you should.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's normal.
But it's over valid things. Like, I would say I'm a laid back person to a
Yeah.
fault, and like not much bothers me or gets on my nerves. Anytime I'm annoyed at someone, it's for a valid fucking reason.
Exactly.
And I bring it up with them. I brought it up with, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it took a while. Because at first I was like, why are you still being so nice? You knew that. You even said I shouldn't have sent that text. I said, I know.
What happened?
Yeah, but then I sent a mean one afterwards.
Good. As you should. I was there for it. I encouraged it.
What happened? What's the story behind this?
He's not going to watch this.
Yeah, he's your friend anyway.
What? He's my friend. Yeah, he's been my best friend since I was like 15. But he won't watch this. He doesn't have the attention span
it's
to
fine.
watch this.
I mean, not much really happened. It was just like I thought in the early days of when I first met him, like, oh, I really like this person and it could turn into something. But then like his repeated actions kind of showed otherwise, and then I ended up calling him out on it. And yeah, essentially we had planned to like meet up a few times, and he kept canceling for reasons that weren't necessarily in relation to me. But then I just sort of was like, listen, my schedule's busy too. I run my own company. Like, my time is limited. And when I make plans with someone, I make time in my schedule to see that person, and I don't appreciate being cancelled on time and time again. You know, 1 or 2 times life happens, but the amount of times it happened, I was like, no.
And she's just too good for that.
But also, I'm not trying to, you know, be an asshole to someone that is still one of your best friends, you know, and also let bygones be bygones. I cannot hold a grudge. Even people that have fucked me over in the past, I physically cannot hold a grudge, and I don't know what it is. It's a good thing though, because I feel like holding those kinds of negative emotions only negatively affects me. It doesn't affect the person that did me wrong. They don't give a shit if I'm pissed off at them. You know what I mean? So for me, I mean, my mum's a meditation teacher. She's very like woo woo. My dad's very business minded. I have very balanced parents. So I think that has helped a lot. I have a business mind, but I'm also like very easygoing. And yeah, I can get worked up really quick and be like, fuck this. But then 5 minutes later, I'm like, okay, I'm over it. And I'm actually over it. I really don't hold on to negative emotions or feelings. And sometimes I wish I could, because I'm too forgiving sometimes.
Right. Yeah, I feel you on that one.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. More people. I feel like more people need to be that way than the other way around.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize that. I think a lot of people like fuck my ex, fuck this friend, fuck whatever. But they don't realize that that's only like that insanely negative emotion affecting themselves. It doesn't affect the person that they hate or the person that did them wrong. It's only affecting you. So you're kind of the loser in the end, having to hold all these negative emotions towards someone. I'd rather just be like, it's in the past.
No, and
good chapter in the book, you know?
I 100% agree, because I'm the same way. I don't hold a grudge.
Yeah.
I just wish that you did in the beginning. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, that was mellow. It's not like it was it was never serious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
It seems like she's being set up with a lot of your friends. Or
only
people
2.
that you know.
Only the 2.
Oh, only the 2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm honestly Cupid. A lot of my friends that are in relationships are through people I met.
That is true.
I'm Cupid. I'm really good with love. I am. Just not the best for myself.
Not for yourself.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm self-aware. One day.
That's good.
You are very self-aware.
Yeah.
Self-awareness is key.
Well, working on it.
No, I'm self-aware. I'm just confused.
That would contradict.
It would contradict it. I'm self-aware to know that I'm just not ready for certain things.
You're self-aware that you're confused.
Listen, I just know I'm not ready for certain things. That's it. But I wish I was. That's why it gets confusing, because I do wish I was.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Work in progress.
Okay, Mo.
All right. Final question. Is the green bubble a red flag?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is the green bubble?
Texting somebody who doesn't have an iPhone. So
I don't give a fuck.
Message. I can't.
I don't care.
I want to see that you read my message. I want to see you typing.
No, I don't care.
Maybe I'm toxic.
Yeah, I don't care. Not a red flag.
No, because then they send you videos and it's so blurry.
I don't want people to send me videos.
No, videos of like, hey, I'm at a concert and it's like blurry.
I don't give a fuck about seeing you at a concert.
Oh, I do.
Just FaceTime me. No, you can't FaceTime.
You can't FaceTime.
Oh, fuck.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, we'll just see each other in person. You can tell me about the concert. I don't give a fuck. I'm a shit texter too. I hate texting. So.
What about you?
Good for you. What about me? I have an Android.
Do you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, he does. Wow.
That's true.
I thought it was like a business phone.
No, I have
Wow.
3 phones. All of them are Androids.
Why?
See, I'm not judging you.
Because iPhone is shit. All those issues that you just brought up is iPhone problem. It's not an Android
I don't
problem.
disagree with you, to be honest. Anytime
They
a new
do
phone
always
comes
take a
out,
shit,
my
yeah.
phone shits itself.
My phone always freezes. I think the reason, because I was Android, and then I got bullied. I was Android until I was like 18. And everybody's like, I can't send you iMessage. I can't FaceTime you. And I was like, oh, you're so right. Why can't you do that?
I had a little flip phone, a little Nokia flip phone until I graduated high school. That's how old I am.
Wow.
I know I'm an old
See,
gal.
there's a key thing that you just said there. You got bullied.
No, I got bullied into it. Yeah.
Into getting
Now
an
he's gonna
iPhone.
psychoanalyze. You give in to peer pressure.
People always stand for something, and no matter what it is, even if it's like, wow, I drink White Claw, you drink Truly, like what the hell? Like there's always gonna be somebody peer pressuring you.
Sure.
Yeah, and there were for sure a lot of people peer pressuring me to get an iPhone, so I was like, okay, fuck it.
And here she is with an iPhone.
And here I am with an iPhone.
It worked.
That freezes all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And yet
You've converted us.
And yet I still don't go back to Android.
And yet you hate on the Android people.
Only because of the convenience. I think it's just a convenience thing
Sure.
for me.
Well, my
Do I think you guys have
co-host
better
would've-
tech? Yeah, you guys have better tech. Do you guys have better video quality? Yeah. But is it as convenient? No.
Well, it's not convenient for the iPhone users, but I don't give a fuck about iPhone users.
Oh, see, but I'm a FaceTime
Or anybody
girl.
else for that matter.
I love FaceTiming.
Yeah, but there are other apps for that. See, that's what the difference is, right?
Convenience.
But see, that's what it is. You're thinking of convenience as the one thing.
Yeah.
Versus the fact that convenience has multiple different
Multiple
trees.
faults, yeah.
So, you know.
I'm with you, Mom. I'm on board. I'm going to throw out
Okay,
my iPhone and get a
Madison.
freaking Android. You watch me tomorrow. Green bubble's going to come up. You're going to try to FaceTime me. It's not going to work.
I'll throw my phone out the window.
And get an Android.
Convenience. There you go. Because actually, Android people could FaceTime with Android people. So it's the same tech goes for Android.
Back when I was a child at 18, you couldn't FaceTime with Android.
Times are a-changing, baby.
So maybe
Times
I'm
are a-changing.
convinced. Maybe you just bullied me into getting an Android.
Yeah, exactly.
Technology is great, I'm telling
It
you.
is.
Well, you guys have been absolutely fantastic. I really appreciate
I hope you
Thank
had fun
the
with
honesty, the openness. That was great.
Was I honest and open? I feel like I was a little closed book.
that. No, you weren't at all.
Oh, good.
You
Okay,
did
cool.
great.
The
Madison
beauty of
wants
it
to be
is
so mysterious.
the beauty of it is when there's like a couple of people or like 2 or 3 people, I try to open someone, and then if they open only so far, then I'll open the other one while the other one is still getting
He's
opened up.
he's psychoanalyzing us.
Yeah.
But you guys did great. You were fantastic.
Thank you.
Yay! Thanks, Matt.
Yay! Thanks for having us.
Thanks for watching. See you later.